I love Chernobyl. I wanna watch. It's sinking in. The flashlights went out. What the frick?
The literal fate of Eastern Europe is
the fate of the world.
Not necessarily
Dude,
the world.
if this kept going, I guarantee you the world would be the whole thing would be different.
Well, it'd be different, but I don't think the whole world.
Here's the thing: if the megaton explosion went off,
Eastern Europe.
Check. There's a
Dude,
chance
Eastern Europe
that you wouldn't have even been born if this didn't get stopped.
Like our world now would be so different if Europe was just blew up.
Yeah, it's just like a hole in the
ground. Like, dude. I want to know if there's like some sort of like simulation or something.
Miguel wouldn't have been on Love Island.
Because like I know that
this would have turned into the 100.
Thank you for all of our wise fans that explained some stuff in the comments, and thank you even more to the people who have real life experience with this event.
Yeah.
And sharing your experience in the comments, because we read all of the comments. So just to let you know, obviously
some of them are
a little. They dig at us a little bit.
Jack said that this is better than season 4 of GOT.
I mean, yeah, if he gives it anything higher than 8.9, that's what it means. Alright, Jack, I'll save you.
Nos anos 2000. Nos últimos 20 e poucos anos, eu sei.
I can't believe they bring us right back.
I wonder if they make it out of that super radiated area, so the flashlights come back on.
Oh, that's clutch. It's a cranker. Well, I didn't think they'd have a crank flashlight for some reason.
I know. I don't know why I didn't think of that either.
You see the comments saying that there's some crazy stuff that goes down in this episode?
The sound makes me feel weird.
Is it possible that the water has already killed them?
Yes.
Does he have a military?
It's so cool to watch this because I don't know how they resolve this. So like I am so curious to see how they do it, but then that's real, you know? Actually happened in real life. I wonder what makes it possible for the water to not have killed them already. Is the suit better than they thought? Is it maybe not as contaminated as they thought? Careful with it. They're covering their mouth. Heroes!
No way. I thought they were all dead.
Oh,
Is that a bottle of...
Like immediately.
Bro, I would be so careful with my suit to make sure that none of it... Didn't they say they're only going to live a week?
What was this? The city. Oh, she did get to Moscow. That's crazy. Good for her.
Well, but Major Borov told me, he said... No exceptions. Please, I've come all the way from Kiersky Oblast.
No way the bribe works.
I mean, honestly, I bet in that day, anybody would take it.
I am here to see my husband, Vasily Ignatenko. He's a firefighter from Chernobyl.
I know who Ignatenko is, but you can't.
I have permission. I've...
You can see him for 30 minutes. Not a minute more.
30, that's
You
a long
can't
time.
touch him in any way. Do you understand? You're not pregnant, are you?
No.
Oh, what if she is and she doesn't know it? Oh my gosh.
That would be the cherry on top of depression.
What can I tell you?
He better not touch her.
There's no hiding from you, is there?
Ah! No!
Oh my, you guys are so dumb.
And his unborn child that I think is...
Why wouldn't she listen, bro?
Like, I get it. It's like he's your husband. And,
Yeah, but how does he not know?
Oh, that's so frustrating. I saw a comment saying, why don't they launch catapults? Oh, Sam.
But they're not even like covered all the way.
Imagine they build some massive trebuchets.
How did this happen? Who gave them the idea?
You suggest the idea?
Someone did. Someone decided.
It was decided.
Based on what?
I don't know.
Is this really the way it all works? An uninformed, arbitrary decision that will cost who knows how many lives made by some apparatchik?
We have visual confirmation that the fire is nearly extinguished. There's also been a reduction in iodine-131 and cesium-137 emissions.
Good.
More bad news, huh?
Is the water thing not working?
There's a spike in zirconium-95. The meltdown has begun.
And they're still pumping the water out?
I don't get how people predict all
That's
this
crazy.
stuff.
So a meltdown is a literal meltdown. Like it melts
Yeah,
and
it's
it
gotta
lowers
go to
down
the
into the
concrete or
earth.
whatever.
Can't be in here. I need to get out.
Comrade.
Fire is nearly out. The copper tanks are being drained. We have successfully eliminated the risk of thermal explosion. The concrete pad will last for 6 to 8 weeks, but after that, the Gazov estimates a 50% chance that the fuel will breach the pad.
Why don't they build a dam
Primary water
to
supply
block
for
it off? or
approximately
something?
50 million people, not to mention crops and livestock, would be unusable. And in order to do that, I'm told that we will need all of the liquid nitrogen in the Soviet Union.
Yes, I'd like to address the 30-kilometer exclusion zone.
Wait, Professor Legasso, is that you?
No, Professor Legasso, you're there for one reason only. You understand? To make this stop.
9 is 24,000 years, so perhaps we should just say not within our lifetimes.
He doesn't give a frick anymore.
I kind of like
I
how
love
he's
it.
just
24,000 years.
The half.
Being a wise.
What is it you want? An apology?
Oh, he's the strays. I was like, who's looked down to?
Sit back and divers.
Divers, the firefighters, the men in the control room. What does the radiation do to them?
He's
Precisely.
so concerned about how he's gonna die.
The immediate effects subside. The patient appears to be recovering. Healthy even.
Is this where the husband is at in the hospital? And now it's turning.
That was it, I think, when they're smoking.
Yeah.
The immune system fails. The organs and soft tissue begin to decompose. Administer morphine for the pain, which is
Jeez.
unimaginable.
Just take him out of the
Oh,
misery, bro.
your veins just start decomposing.
It's like leprosy from the inside. You just die.
So, in time, cancer or aplastic anemia. Either way, fake.
In a sense, it would seem we've got enough easy then.
But yeah, in perspective.
I've seen them before.
I know why I wanted to take a walk.
Oh, so those are spies?
They've been here the whole time.
It's because they want us to
Is it
know.
like the KGB or is it just?
That's so crazy.
I don't
It's
know.
it's
if it
not.
was.
It's
It's
the
gotta
USSR.
be-
It's
I was
gotta
making-
be.
I was
KGB.
making a joke.
Yeah, it's gotta just be like KGB or.
Please tell me how an RBMK reactor
You've
explodes.
seen that? The fuel was melting faster than we expected.
I know.
Why did it explode?
Yes, please.
I've worked
It's
them
just
up with
theories
one
at this
over,
point.
presuming the worst possible conditions in an RBMK reactor.
Not on paper.
no wonder the
So it's like telling her she's gonna go.
Everyone who's in the control room, Dyatlov, Akimov, Dr. Nov, they're all in Moscow. Because if we don't find out how this happened, it will happen again.
That's.
Atomic.
That's got to be like the main secret of the show.
Yeah.
It's like what went. What
I'm telling you,
went
that's
wrong.
what that's
It's
what
those
those
two
two
guys.
podcasts were in the beginning. That's how.
I feel like they're the only ones who care.
what's those two
two
guys? Remember the ones that were like, they did something?
Yeah, the guys that turned the valves.
Oh.
The Soviet machine made to cut apples into 4 pieces!
Where is it?
Who is this guy? Have we seen him before?
I don't think so.
Who's in charge here?
I'm the crew chief.
I'm Shadow, Minister of Coal Industries.
He shut off.
Stop shooting. You haven't got enough bullets for all of us. Kill as many as you can. Whoever's left, they'll beat the living piss out of each of you.
You can't talk to us like that.
Shut the f*** up.
You're going to Chernobyl. The reactor fuel is going to sink into the ground and poison the water from Kiev to the Black Sea. You didn't tell me because I don't need to know. Do you need to know or have you heard enough?
Man, it sucks to just be having a normal day and then all of a sudden you're just sent to save the world and die.
Everybody, come on. Everybody pat him.
His suit's gonna be
I
filthy.
love it. I love it.
Oh, dude, holy cow.
Saying, okay, they're just going for it.
Those are good men though.
Yeah,
They'll
for
just
real.
Do that willingly.
Oh my gosh, is his skin
Facility.
black?
Oh my!
I told you not to touch it.
Gosh, I know it's like love, you know, it's love. It is.
But she's gonna just suffer so much because of it.
He wants to look at himself.
It's gonna hurt him.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Holy.
Maybe like a day ago, he was like just a healthy,
tell me what you see outside.
normal guy.
Tell me everything.
It's must be a tower, mausoleum.
She just sees the wall.
You see same puzzles?
She's being so caring. It just
I told
sucks.
you I'd show you Moscow, didn't I?
She didn't listen though. 30 minutes, no more, no touching. Oh,
He didn't deserve this though.
The show moves very quickly.
what? She's here.
This is the
Oh, yeah, it's.
Konyuk.
Where's that rat? Dyatlov.
I'm not a nurse, Comrade Dyatlov.
Wow, that's
I'm
the
a nuclear
outlaw.
physicist.
Well then, comrade nuclear physicist.
Dude, look at the
He got
pillow.
he got sentenced to like 10 years.
It's
or whatever.
crazy,
Labor
he's
camp.
not
How did he
like-
make it there?
Looking as bad as the firefighters and everything.
Dude, touching that
Because
graphite.
they were in the
is insane.
control room. Those guys were literally
I just thought he
watering
was
the
like-
core. They were at the core.
Yeah, I just thought he was close enough to get
That's a crazy
We'll
pull.
see if it's him.
That
We'll
is
see him without.
that is the craziest pull of all time.
That's literally yeah.
I don't
I've only seen
remember
that one
anybody-
time.
I've seen it twice.
Have you ever spent time with miners? These men work in the dark. They see everything. These work.
To an extent. We need to install a liquid nitrogen heat exchanger underneath this concrete pad.
And what's above the pad?
The core of the nuclear reactor, which is melting down.
Is it gonna fall on top of us?
Not if you're done within 6 weeks. Dig a tunnel 150 meters to here. Because we need to keep disruption of the ground above to a minimum, you can't use any heavy machinery. It has to be done by hand.
How deep do you want this tunnel? 6 meters?
12.
12? Fine. I'm not 12 meters below ground now.
This guy's smart.
Yeah, he saw through that BS.
I wouldn't want to be next to the core and
I
be
don't
next
understand
to
how
it
you
next
do
to
this.
it.
This is insane.
We can start in the morning. If these worked, you'd be wearing them.
That guy's a menace.
He is
A savage. He's smart.
So smart.
And he's still
him.
doing his
He's
duties.
him.
My
For
hero.
real. Yeah, like those guys are his higher up, but he doesn't give a
Dude, hand
F.
digging.
Like he ends up
is
cooking like.
insane. By hand is crazy. Goodness, dude. 6 weeks. These guys are beasts.
like I've dug some big holes, and this would suck. Digging holes is the worst thing ever. All of the liquid nitrogen.
In the hole, that's so insane. Wow, they're just wearing like rags basically.
What's up there?
It's like 120 degrees or something. 50 degrees Celsius.
We need fans.
For what purpose?
What do you mean for what purpose? To dig a tunnel, that's fine. Who's talking to you?
Comrades,
We need ventilation.
fans will put dust in the air. The dust will go in your lungs.
I've been breathing dust in my lungs for 20 years.
Why don't they bring some coolers like ice rags?
I mean, that makes sense, but like, figure something out.
Is that the dude they made?
The one's
Look
turning the
down on
valves,
it?
I think. He was the one
I
who's
think he was one of
crying.
the ones, yeah, turning the water
So
valves
did she
on.
not get the off to talk?
Well, I know home you want to tell. All right.
My name is Leon Fedorovich Toltonov.
26.
I'm 25.
Looks like
Meat,
he's-
meat Carter and McElroy.
Dude, whoever did the makeup for this show is incredible.
Serious.
Oh my gosh, he looks
Goodness.
so bad.
Oh my gosh. I just
Put him
him
out of their misery,
yeah,
bro.
like
He's not gonna survive.
I did. And in the north and the west wing, where there are dozens of patients from Chernobyl exactly like him. It isn't safe for you. He's my husband. Not anymore. Go home.
Just tell him it's radiation.
That's such a tough.
Stay on the other side of the plastic.
she won't
I'm
listen.
removed by security.
Well, I mean, she's got to know it's radiation because of the how much he's escalated since she first saw him.
she even said like, I think she's just gonna go through the plastic. Which doesn't
Is she
care.
gonna take him out of his misery, dude?
Oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh, she. Oh my gosh.
She's actually.
No!
Holy crap. She's probably gonna live for 5 years.
Yeah. I don't know.
The miners are making incredible progress. They say the whole job will be finished in 4 weeks. That's the beginning of the end.
Looks like he's getting radiation.
I'm sorry,
no,
Bobby,
yeah.
it's a minister, but
He's butt naked. Don't blame him.
No way.
Why does it matter to you guys? They've closed.
I think they're more exposed.
Yeah, but I don't think anything stops the radiation.
Oh, we can give us fans. It's too hot for clothes. So we're digging the old way. This is where our fathers mined. When this is over, will they be looked after?
With your last 5 years, should we know that they all get taken care of?
200 to 400 megawatts.
Why don't you
press the AZ5 button?
I reported the increase to that dead. I swear. I saw him do it. That's what it explains.
That was just to like go corroborate with
Oh,
everybody
wow.
and like
The
their
button.
stories.
The button.
Gosh, I like.
But it's like when they pressed that button, it blew up.
I know. So is there something about the process of like the cooldown?
Let me go. Stop it.
And now she's touching her.
She has gloves on.
People are going to hear about this. Wait. People are going to hear. Do you understand? Everyone is going to hear.
What is everyone gonna hear?
You can check this. My name is
We know who
Ula.
you are.
Oh shiz. Dude, these spies are crazy. That room, that hallway is so crazy. That's so
Yeah,
sick.
your notes. I'm working on it. Boris, I'm working on it.
I'll see you now.
After thousands of sorties, our brave helicopter crews successfully extinguished the fire. The Soviet people have faced the challenge and risen to the task, and they and everyone in this room are to be commended. And since the unfortunate release of information directly following the accident, we believe that there has been no further lapse. Professor Legasov will now speak about the work that remains.
You know he's gonna bring up the miners and their families.
There is an enormous amount of radioactive debris and contamination spread out across a zone of approximately 2,600 square kilometers. All animals still surviving within the zone, whether domesticated or wild, must be presumed contaminated and will have to be destroyed. Has absorbed a dangerous amount of radionuclides, which will be carried by the wind and the rain if left exposed. So we will have to raise entire forests. We will need to construct a containment structure around the power plant itself, which will of course still be extremely
Taliban you require.
We're expecting liquidation after 2 to 3 years. Approximately 750,000 men.
This sucks because if they left it,
Begin at once.
like just so many people would get infected.
My associate was arrested last night.
Oh?
You are the first deputy chairman of the KGB.
I am?
That's why I don't have to bother with arresting people anymore. Comrade, I know you've heard the stories about us. When I hear them, even I am shocked. But we are not what people say. The KGB is a circle of accountability. Nothing more.
You know the work we're doing here.
Trust but verify. And the Americans think that Ronald Reagan thought that up. Can you imagine?
Her name?
I know who she is. Good day, Professor.
Even though he said, I assure you, I don't know who you're talking about.
Naive idiots are not a threat.
I'll come back when the paperwork's complete.
Please tell us how it exploded. Please.
They were stupid. I was stupid.
Is her hand
The
hurt?
adults won't talk to me. Is that a choice I even have?
Do you think the fuel will actually melt through the concrete pad?
I don't know.
The core will melt through to the groundwater. If the miners are told to dig under the reactor will save millions of lives. I don't think you have a choice any more than I do. I think despite the stupidity, the lies, even this,
Did you know that they were running a safety test? Akimov says they shut the reactor down. Akimov pressed AZ5, and then the reactor exploded. They both agreed. They were adamant. I think it's what I would say if I was trying to cover my own mistakes.
but no matter what or who is to blame,
That's that open-mindedness that would have saved
I went to
them.
the hospital and re-interview Akimov and Tuktanov.
Dude, I can't wait to see how this all like wraps up. And gosh, it's just so good, but it's just so sad. Oh, they need 750,000 men. So like this is them like drafting them, I guess. Oh, Barry.
There's so many random actors in this.
Dude, that sucks. And they're like, there will be tens of thousands of deaths.
Gosh,
Dude, they probably have to just destroy the bodies like crazy. Oh,
They're
so
probably gonna
contaminated.
bury him so deep in the earth.
I mean, hey man, good for them. They're taking the precautions. That is just brutal. Like, I can even kind of semi-understand it a little bit if you weren't pregnant, but the fact that you're pregnant, though,
Yeah, like sacrificing your own life.
it's like,
Could
yeah,
be true,
if,
like when you know you have a child, like your own child, you're just killing
yeah.
them.
Well, and there has to be birth defects too. Remember when they talked about that? And that's why they also said they had to kill like every animal
It's
that
so
was in
crazy.
Chernobyl.
There's like diseases that are
Yeah.
created from it. But I mean,
Gosh.
like at the end of the day, it's just an impossible situation. You know what I mean? Like you can't get mad at her, but it's just very unfortunate.
if they had just told her the truth of like why you can't touch him, because she
It's
thought it was
weird
just
that
burns.
The scientists came in and like just
Well-
set the line down, but the nurses were kind of like lenient about it all.
They like knew. They freaking.
But
Like,
like
you
they
get
knew
why
the
she-
extent. They're
I
supposed to
I think
keep
they
it a
knew like,
secret.
oh, like it's probably
Yeah.
bad.
That's
but-
why she was like, why can't they? Like that's why she went to prison because like she's not supposed to tell people what is actually happening. So it's like you're supposed to contain an almost impossible thing to contain and keep it discreet and a secret. Like and people are like it's obviously something that's never happened ever. So people are just so oblivious to the fact that it's like even if you breathe the same air as someone, you get sick.
I
You
can't
get infected.
believe that. Well, not that I can't believe, but it's crazy that even someone who's like radiated touching someone else. I don't know.
Dude, I just feel so bad for the miners too.
Yeah, the
She's
miners
just
are.
butt naked, working in the heat tirelessly,
And
just
they're
to
gonna be like under.
be more exposed.
They
and-
probably are gonna save millions and millions of lives.
yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming they install the heat transfer. But
The amount
And
of
that's crazy that maybe it wouldn't have even melted through the concrete pad.
yeah, there's just a chance, so you can't take your chance.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
This,
it will just
this
affect
show is
millions.
like
of
so
people.
heavy. Every time I watch an episode, I just like,
yeah, this show is. But it's so well done.
it's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
just love watching it because it's so real. Like it's crazy knowing that it's so.
It's like the perfect.
It like The
is
Last
so
of Us
real.
was like heavy, but I was like, oh, like
It's
at least it's not
literally
real. Like
happened.
this is like real life.
This
This
is
is one of
easier
those
to relate
shows
Huh?
too.
Easier to relate to because like it actually happened.
It's one of those shows too where, dude, I'm not kidding. Like every single second, my eyes are I'm just so laser focused, dude. Like you just don't think of a single thing until the credits roll.
Like every scene has super like a lot of importance.
I just try to put myself in a lot of their shoes, and I'm just like, dude, like I couldn't have done what they did, any of them.
Yeah, can you imagine someone just went up to us now like, we need you to dig under this apartment by
No,
hand, naked
for 4 weeks,
for 4
and
weeks.
you're
100
probably and you're gonna
radiation.
die.
There's radiation under this apartment.
122 degrees.
That's how much.
I wonder if I
In
wouldn't
this
do it.
in this tight space. It's like peak Phoenix,
dust.
Death Valley, but you're just in this dark, tight space.
No even breeze. No nothing.
It's like almost worse than being like under a cover of blankets in that heat. It's like literally. That's torture, bro.
They could have had like ventilation, freaking like lines like running out that would suck in the dust and pump it out to the outside.
Yeah, I feel like no.
Yeah, but the closer that they get to the core, the more radiation. So they'd just be blowing like more radiated soil. Wouldn't they be
out.
like sucking the air out of their tunnel? And then they just be
I mean,
exhaling
kind
all
of,
this
but
like CO2.
if it sucks up the dust, I mean, they still have air in there.
It's just a bad. It's just.
I'm not saying it would be like, I don't know, doesn't matter.
I wonder if it's almost been
Doesn't
40
matter.
years since this happened. I wonder if they've figured out anything with modern technology, modern medicine to combat this at all, or
I don't think so.
I
dude.
doubt it because
Radiation?
yeah, like this kind of stuff. I wonder if there's any way to. Is it? I wonder if
They
it's
have,
like.
like-
Dude, I think
hate
this is like
to-
supercharged cancer though. Like,
Like, they
and
give
we haven't
chemo
cured
patients.
cancer,
Like they
so
give
it's like
chemo patients.
I.
Well, not cancer necessarily. Radiation.
There's
Like
no-
chemo
there's no
is what
cure.
this is. This is like chemo
Oh, yeah.
steroids.
I'm sure they have like
The
bunkers
secret.
now that are like 15 feet of straight ionized metal or something.
It's crazy that
Well, we
chemo,
probably
that
have
radiation
metal that we could
treats
well,
cancer.
I don't even know what we would do.
See, because I don't
Radiation
think
is what
since
causes
this
cancer.
happened, since Chernobyl happened, I don't think anything to this degree has happened. So like, it's not like they have subjects to really test on or anything. So it's like, and once again, I feel so dumb saying this because there's so much out there I just don't know. So I could be just saying the most blaspheme things, but like I just wonder if any progress about this sort of situation, like if this happened today, what would happen?
Well, do
You
we,
know?
do we even know how much of this is true?
Well, they just say that
like how
some
much?
of it's filled for the show,
Yeah.
but like it's like structured
Based
around
on
like the
fact.
I
real.
feel like the only thing you could do is build a giant metal dome, like,
Concrete dome.
that you like, or concrete that you fly above with 50 helicopters and drop it over. Like I feel like that's literally the only thing we could.
Yeah,
do.
like I feel
Is
like you
just
could
build
only.
that, and I
I
know
feel
it's
like
so
you can only
unrealistic,
build
but,
it.
like,
The only things I can think of is that you build it with the precautions that they are having to do by hand, by like human lives in this show, and then make it somehow maybe like remotely operated or something.
Yeah, like what if you built the station like underground, and then if anything ever happened, you just like trigger something to like collapse on it.
Yeah, like you
Like,
pretty
I
much
don't
build contingency plans into it. Like
Before
you
it
build all
happens.
this
Build it in
stuff
space.
before
we have
beforehand.
like robots
Build it in
too now. I
space.
feel like they could dig a hole if you had to, or something.
Oh yeah, like little robots just digging the hole.
Yeah, like I
mean,
just feel like you can pretty much all you can do
So
because
crazy.
I don't know anything, but I feel like all you can pretty much do if this happened right now is like just get this done faster, and you know what to do already, and that's. Pretty
I
much it.
wonder how much the USSR's like structure came into play of like the fallout that happened afterwards. You know what I mean? Like they were so scared of like messing up and doing all this, and then Dyatlov had to pretend like everything was perfect, and like I wonder how much that came into play of like if they would have done some things from the beginning, like you know, like I've kind of said how different it would be.
Well, it reminds me of
I
like
don't
the
know.
inner monologue too about lies. I mean the opening monologue
Right.
about lies and like how when you hear enough lies or tell enough lies, eventually you just forget the truth entirely.
Right.
And so, you know, I wonder if that could apply to the government as well, because, you know, eventually you're just coded to, I don't know, not face the truth or something. But
Well, let's watch another one.
show's effing good as F. I just, oh my gosh, it's like so horrible, but it's so good.